Welcome to part 12 of the walkthrough for Black Myth Wukong. As you can see, we are at the Rock Rest Flat Shrine where we left off at. We're going to be fighting a bunch of bosses this episode, so make sure that you're good and ready. I myself am going to make sure that I cultivate some spirits here. The Wandering White, to be exact. Looks like we don't have enough will, so we're going to back out, go to the store, and sell some of our gold pieces. Don't worry about selling all of them. You will get many gold pieces throughout the game. Okay, once you have all of the will that you need, go ahead and cultivate that spirit. You can use other spirits as you see fit, but I'm using this one for the defensive boost. It's a good standby to have. We're just going to get a few medicines here. We're going to make sure that we get the shock quelling powder. And now we're going to craft some stuff because we're out of will. And we're going to get our usual stuff. The evil repelling medicament, the tiger subduing pellets, amplification pellets, and ginseng pellets as well. These are good standbys to have, all 4 of them. It's good to cycle these out as you need them. Keep them nice and stocked. Alright, so we're going to take this enemy out right here. And you can hear some dialogue right now. We're going to go investigate that soon. Just not right now. For now, focus on taking this enemy out right here. He's being a little resistant, of course. But we got this. Alright, let's go take this one out up here. Alright, wrap this up. And now we're just going back by where the boar was, where we first met them. And now you'll see he's right there. He is upset. This is the yellow Robed Squire. And he wants the piece that you got from the giant rat before, the R-hat gold piece. So we're just going to get him taken out here before we move on. It's not too difficult. Just stay on your feet. Remember to use the medicines that you've crafted. Use the amplification pellet to increase our critical hit chance. Alright, get that charged heavy out. Mobilize and headbutt. We're almost halfway done with the fight. Nothing he does really does too much damage, so you don't have to be too worried about it. This isn't such a sweaty, try-hard fight. Alright, we're going to finish him off with the transformation here. Alright, The yellow-robed guy is down.
Fight the intensity. This is good. You and I should explore that realm together.
Now this is the door from earlier that I told you we'd be accessing soon. So just go ahead and run up the hill here. Grab this right here. Now you get the snout mask headgear. It's not very good in my opinion. I'm sure you could find a use for it. But just go on in here, get a cutscene, relax, enjoy yourself. I'll see you in just a moment.
Men in our time do not see the ancient moon, but this moon hath shone on men of yore. Behold! Be it the realm of sunset or the realm of gold, it's but an echo of the past. Legends speak of an ancient, colossal beetle in these sands. Whilst deep in slumber, it lay hidden beneath the earth's embrace. When awakened, it would devour all souls that crossed its path. Its shell, harder than stone, defied the strikes of common arms. It struck fear into traveling merchants and wider to neighboring realms. But a yellow-furred rat sensed the immense power emanating from the insect. He halted the beetle's havoc and harnessed it for his own ends. Overjoyed, the king named the rat Gwai, the royal sage, and built a shrine in his honor. The bound beetle was a perfect source of power, so the rat stayed. He seized the tongue monk using the new power, and battled with soon Wukong upon the Yellow-Wind Ridge. The Gwai's formidable wings veiled the vast expanse of the sky. Were it not for Bodhisattva Lingji, Tongue Monk's quest for the scriptures would have failed. Yet, stripped of the rat's protection, the kingdom was plunged into a state of ruin. The once lush Yellow-Wind Ridge now lies a desolate wasteland.
Alright, once we load in, we are going to be at a completely unrecognizable area. But there will be a shrine, however, so that's good. Sometimes these loading screens take a lot longer than I'd like them to. Alright, we were transported here. Wherever here is, you'll find out in just a moment. Just go up this way. There's nothing behind you. And then the shrine is right here. Make sure you're good and ready for a good fight coming up. This is Sandgate Pass. Alright, I think that's good enough. Some ginseng pellets. Some evil repelling medicaments. Alright, just approach this area up here. A little cutscene. Well, dialogue. Alright, we're gonna buff up.
I am the vanguard of the Yellow-Wind King. I patrol this land by royal decree.
He's a little bit of a challenge, but it's not too bad. I'm sure you can handle it by now.
My words?
His first attack is going to be a lunge at you, and then like a 3-attack combo. See it here in just a second. There's 1, 2, and 3. And the rest of the attacks are pretty self-explanatory, but he does have one where he's going to, like, bear down and scream, or roar, whatever you want to call it. Just make sure you're not standing in front of that, because it does tons of damage. Again, that lunge is always going to be a 3-attack combo. Hit him with a charged heavy. Alright, so when he turns to stone like that, just kind of back off a little bit. There's no reason to expend energy right there. There's that roar. As you can see, it does do a bit of damage. See, there it is. Took like half my HP. Alright, he's going to have this special move he does called a cross slash. Just keep your dodge rolls up to avoid it. That charged heavy out once again. We are about halfway done. We're doing good. Alright, there. Yep, there's that cross slash. You can see it wasn't too ridiculous to get away from. Now, I keep saying it because I want you to get used to it. Use the light attack until you fill up the focus bar, and then use the third prompt that you get to follow dodge with heavy attack to get the most out of your summon. I'm sorry, your transformation. Alright, watch out for the roar. I think the roar, in my opinion, is probably the most devastating thing that he does. And we'll get the rest of this wrapped up right now. And there it is. Defeated the Yaowai Chief Tiger Vanguard. He will beg for mercy.
Such fierce staff work. You wield grand might. Brave soul, why not use this might to aid my king's good deed?
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to him. Make sure that we exhaust the dialogue. We have gotten the Tiger Tally Curio. A very, very good curio that we will use for a very long time.
And with your help, our chances will be doubled.
Alright, we'll show you real quick right here. And there is the Tiger Tally. Upon successful hits with light attack combo, moderately increases your attack for a short duration. Very, very useful. We will be equipping that very soon. For now, we want to keep the cat eye beads on so we can increase our critical hit chance. I'm just going to run up here first and activate the shrine. Alright, go ahead and rest and replenish because you've just left a boss fight here at the store. This is the fortifying medicament. Upon use, it enhances the tenacity effect of things. So what that means basically is when you get knocked down and it takes you a few seconds to get back up, that is your tenacity. By increasing your tenacity, you can get up faster. So just craft anything that you need, because we're definitely going to get in some more fights here. Alright, very quick, we're just going to explore this little bit of an area here. There isn't too much to it because it's more or less part of a story setting. So just grab that ingredient. And then there's not going to be anything over here. I did it so you don't have to. Alright, just go this way. We're going to be going down into that area in just a moment. But first we have to go up here. And go talk to this large rat over here.
You bested my vanguard. Then you do indeed have skills. That Yao Guai must have some vessel that counters me. Even my Samadhi wind can't hurt it. There is only one way to draw out this Yao Guai. I'll sound the drums and it'll come forward.
Alright, so this is very important to the story of Chapter 2.
I ask you to seize its vessel at the right time. Then the Yao Guai will be mine.
So just give it a moment here. And boom! It's a giant bug. Fuban, whatever you want to call him. Either way, he's dead. Alright, let's go talk to the rat just a few times.
Here, at the western end of the world, each day the sun sets and boils the sea. The boiling hiss is sharp enough to ravage babies in their cradles. The people sound drums to counter the impact, but the drums draw this Yao Guai. The vessel this Yao Guai holds protects it from me. Your boldness in venturing here is clear. Aid me with this.
Alright, so we're going to help out the rat. We just got to get down there first. Fall damage is real, so pay attention to where you drop at. Alright, and now we're just going to go approach that boss over there. We're going to buff on up. And now you can see that I have targeted his arm. And that's what we are going to primarily be attacking this whole time. So dodge out of the way. And work on the arm. Just do a, whatever combination of attacks that you got. Use your charged heavies. Use your immobilize. You will miss. It will happen. Just get back up. Try again. He has a couple of main attacks. The arm will swipe back and forth and then do a third attack on the way back down. Otherwise, this fight's not too hard. About the halfway point, he's going to go back into the sand. Maybe a little sooner than that. Just keep an eye on your health, because he does hit kind of hard. So it looks like we glitched out to the other side there. Either way, it worked out for us, so that's okay. Alright, get that immobilized. That charged heavy out. Sometimes I don't pick the best time to do a charged heavy. But, I still get it done. So yeah, like I said, this fight's not too hard. You just the boss hits hard. That's about it. Just gotta dodge out of the way. It's not bad. We're gonna get ourselves a little more power to the stick. All right, the fight's about to change a little bit. He's going back into the sand. And he's gonna come at you up through the sand, so don't stay still for very long. Yeah, you can use Cloud Step as well to get away from this. We're just gonna wait for him to come back up. We're out of heals. That's okay. We'll make it just fine, I promise.
As long as the drum beats, that one will not get away.
All right, we got a little cutscene right here. Okay, he wants us to grab the vessel, so you're just gonna head straight. Just go straight, climb up the bug, and then go right here and grab the vessel. Another little cutscene here real quick.
I'll join you.
Alright, since the rat wants to help, we're gonna let them help. You can help out the rat too, I guess. Unless you're dying, then be careful. You don't want to have to do this again. Oof. It's not looking good for old Fuban there. Alright, just keep attacking. Get through this, it's not very difficult. If you are worried about your health, you can back off for a little bit. Alright, get a charged heavy out. And now, because he said the word vessel, even though I didn't need it, just keep attacking. Again, if you're worried about your health, you can back off. Our rat friend will help out. I'm gonna add some fire to the mix. Alright, with the Yao Guai King down, we'll get a little cutscene. Pretty badass rat there. Alright, we'll have some dialogue with our rat friend.
On the folk's behalf, I thank you.
Okay, and we're gonna get kicked back out because we have wrapped up that quest. And the vessel that we just picked up from here is going to be very, very helpful to the end of this chapter. And there's even going to be many more times when we will be able to use that vessel, because it will not only provide you a defensive boost, but it will knock down some of the enemies. So, very situational kind of thing, but also very useful. And that's the explanation of the Wind Tamer vessel. We'll equip that shortly. We get a sky-piercing horn. And then because we have rested, these enemies will be reset here. We're just going to bypass them because we don't really need to mess with them yet. We're going to go ahead and rest and reset. Because we have another fight coming up. We have some new armor here. This is the insect set. As you can see, very high numbers on defense. We will not be using this set at the moment. Now, as you can see, this particular set has what is called Fuban strength. Depending on how many pieces of it you have, there are different abilities that come along with the armor. And now we want to make sure that we have amplification pellets, we have our shock quelling powder, everything that we need, because this next fight is going to be a little bit tough. We're going to investigate these sounds now. And it's a good thing we cleared out this area, because we don't have to fight a little spirit mini-boss before this. Alright, just go in here. And you were able to get in here because when we had the big rat break the wall so you could get the long scale, that's what allows you entry into these secret boss fights here. So there's going to be a little bit of darkness here before we pop back into the next area that we're going to be at. It's a little too long. These loading screens are taking forever today. Alright, so now you load into here. This boss is not very friendly. First, he's going to open up with a jump attack, or he's going to open up with the, like, drum hit the ground, and then 2 electric charges come at you. Again, getting into the habit of using the vessel, even though it's not helping me right now. Alright, this attack here is his little ground bolts. Here comes the other one. They will always be in 2. Watch out for the AoE. You can either jump or roll over that. Get those immobilized, get the charged heavy attacks out. We're not doing too much damage here, but we're going to keep trying right now. This he will do for a series of about 10 times, so just stay out of his way. By the way, do not allow him to break every rock in this arena. Keep the rocks, the big rocks that you can stand on, keep them in there. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Just keep working at him. And then he does this wind attack. Just keep going backwards. Do not go left or right. Go backwards. And then the AoE. Alright, you can see that those are the rocks that I'm going to be able to jump on soon. So I'm staying away from them. Otherwise, the boss will break them. And you do not want that to happen. So again, immobilize, charged heavies. Right now, he's going to do a right-left stumble forward attack, which he gets winded right after, leaving you a window to either heal or hit him. And the jump forward attack he's about to do, just jump out of the way. He's going to do his little ground bolts. Just right there. And then these you either dodge right or left. You can get away from them pretty quick. AoE attack. There's going to be a point in this fight. You're going to see him look up towards the sky and shoot a bunch of sparks out of his mouth. You are going to get away and you are going to get on top of a rock. I will show you here in just a minute. For now, keep working on him. There's the sparks, and get over here on the rock and just stay here. This part is rhythm based. You can dodge through that. You can jump through that as well. I find the timing to be very wonky, so I just go and head back to one of these rocks here. And then just keep going to the fight. Alright, he's got his wind-up attack. Just keep going backwards, out of the way. AoE. We're out of magic. We're out of heals. He's not even halfway down yet. We clearly have some leveling we need to do. I suggest you use the farming method that I had given you previously, which is in this area. But survive as best you can for right now, since you've already gotten yourself into a fight. Alright, now we didn't do too bad, but we're definitely not outputting the damage that we need to be, so once we get done here, we're going to go back to the shrine. We're just going to make that circle that we talked about in the previous episode, farm a couple of levels, come back here and handle business how we're supposed to. I greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in as much as you do. Thank you so much, and we'll see you momentarily for part 13 when we actually take this boss down. We'll see you in a minute.